Hey guys, Super Johnny GSP here on GSP Talk Sports, and I was wrong. I know some people enjoy me having to admit I was wrong. I was wrong. Right? I predicted a high scoring Real Madrid win, either 3-2 or even a 2-1 Real Madrid win. I predicted based on recent form, and Liverpool won, Real Madrid nil. Could have been about 5 or 6 if Courtois wasn't amazing last night. That was something else. And boy, Liverpool didn't just, I mean, they won 1-0, right? It doesn't reflect how the game went. And it was such a dominant, bullying type of performance. I don't even know. Listen, based on how October went for Liverpool, losing 6 out of 7, Real Madrid just beating people in La Liga, scoring 26 goals in total. I mean, the smart money everybody was thinking Real Madrid coming to Anfield to win. Liverpool had one last year, and based on how Liverpool were looking, yes, Liverpool got the victory against Villa um, over the weekend, getting back a little bit of confidence on coming into the Real Madrid game. You always knew Villa, Real Madrid in Champions League, and then City coming up over the weekend are three big games, and most of the haters were thinking Liverpool going to lose all three or probably just win one. Well, Liverpool won two, yeah, and yeah, City coming up over the weekend. I'm hoping we can do it against City. What can I say? Big player. Dominic Soboslai. Other than Courtois making these crazy, I think he had like 8 world class saves. Um, Soboslai was man of the match. Let me just go through some stuff here. So second year in a row, Liverpool playing Real Madrid. And yeah, Anfield crowd came out, especially you see for Trent. Listen, we had to talk about that as well. So shortest guy on the field probably McAllister with a header in the second half. What a beauty! Definitely for him to knowing how he has been going this season, kind of coming back from injuries and not being his best. Uh, I am so happy for him. So and Slobosai providing the assist or free kick. Yeah, and a beautiful header is like, And the thing about it is with this game too, it was so dominant and so bullish without playing nasty. That at no point in time Real Madrid really looked like they were in the game, or they probably had 1 or 2 chances. I remember Mbappe in particular with a good chance, and other than that, yeah, Liverpool were just basically dominant. And yeah, the two teams now on 9 points in the Champions League. Um, we'll go through all the results after Wednesday's game. Wednesday's game. So we have right now Bayern Munich leading over Arsenal on goal difference. Well, actually, they both on top, just alphabetical order. Bayern Munich, Arsenal on 12, and PSG, Inter, Real Madrid, Liverpool on 9. Just basically goal difference. Real Madrid and Liverpool, fifth and sixth, similar goal difference and everything. Just just being separated in alphabetical order. So McAllister probably having man of the match. For me, it would be Gravenberch. Surprising, sorry, well, actually all of them. That midfield, McAllister, Gravenberch, and Slobosai, right? Listen, this guy played him. We played him as basically a number 10. He plays number 10, number 8, number 6. He plays that in the game. I know Slot was using him on right back and thing. Thank God he ain't doing that kind of craziness again. I spoke about that. The man covers box to box. Man is a pressing monster. what can I say? But he's our player of the season. So Liverpool with only 39% possession, surprisingly, by XG of 2.51 to Real Madrid's 0.45 and 17 shots. And I've been asking for this. Get shots on target. I've spoken about it in the SSFL with using the NAPS comparison, getting a lot of shots and hardly any on target. This is the first time I remember in a while Liverpool 17 shots, 9 on target. So just more than half on target. That's what they need to keep doing. So 17 shots compared to Real Madrid had 8 and just 2 on target. Moving through the game, the stats as well again. I said midfield, outstanding performance. Basically the whole Liverpool team, like everybody, well, Slot kind of went back to more or less old last season Liverpool. Of course, Allison is injured, so we don't have him as keeper right now. But Dash really had a great game. Just as I say, a couple saves to make. Bradley, Connor Bradley at right back, probably making Real Madrid question whether they got the right back with Trent. Connor Bradley was a beast. Connor Bradley, I think somebody needs to check this morning to see if Vinicius Jr. is still in Connor Bradley's pocket. Connor Bradley, lock down Vinicius, make that man look. Man who crying, he didn't win Ballon d'Or. By the way, I'm a Real Madrid is my Spanish side. Let me just, just say that straight. But Real could afford to lose this game anyhow you take it. All right. So Connor Bradley dealt with Vinicius Jr., made the man look ordinary. He didn't look like no Ballon d'Or contender. Connor Bradley locked down. Like I'm talking about every time Vinicius get the ball, losing possession. I think he lost possession like 18 times or something like that, and Connor Bradley won 8 or 9 tackles against him. The man, Vinicius couldn't breathe as I thought Connor Bradley had him in his pocket. So, boss performance. Forget about Frimpong. Forget about the losing Trent. Trent, by the way, does get a little Kobo Sweat, a little couple minutes in the end there. And boo down. Well deserved booze, by the way. You want to leave for free, thinking, oh, you're going, my Spanish side, you're going Real to win trophies, and you come to the ranks at Liverpool and stuff like that. Hey, look up Steven Gerrard. So, Conor Bradley, can't on talk about this man. Many guys could have probably been man of the match. And Kanate, Van Dijk, holding down the middle, just like last season. Robertson, my player as well. Andy Robertson, I have his t-shirt as well. Slot went back to the stability of last season and monster game as well by Robertson. Forget about Kirkes for now. He might be a man for the future. You know, yeah, can't talk enough about Robinson turning back the clock basically. And we had Gravenberch, McAllister, and Sobosai. Now listen, our midfield, we have to once McAllister, as I said, wasn't fit, wasn't firing. Gravenberch was injured. Sobosai has been the guy whole season. What are we when we had the fall off, and even now that man is so important. Those three have to be performing. Nobody can be not fit, out injured, those kind of things for Liverpool to perform. Those three are really important because all of them could defend to provide some cover for the defense. But basically McAllister and Sobosai could real attack. Even Gravenberch going forward to you can't get the ball off him, pressing monster as well too, and sometimes contributes. Yeah, these guys have to keep firing, and we play the front with the Salah on the right, Verts on the left, and Ekitike up front. Ekitike has to play. Kesa needs to be given some more chances to Engamoy, in my opinion too. People were criticizing with no goal contributions or anything like that. The man had a monster game as well. I was surprised he kept Gakpo out of the starting 11, but he had his best performance in a Liverpool t-shirt. And Salah was kind of held down on the right there, um, by Perez from Liverpool, but he's a man of quality. He could provide a goal or assist at the snap of a finger. So you have to play him. So and it's not made a couple subs in the late second half there. Jones coming on, Gakpo, Kirkes, and Kesa, but pretty late in the game. And just going through some more stats here, I would have mentioned about the Real Liverpool with only 39% possession, 2.51 xG, 17 shots, as I said, to Real's 8, and 9 shots on target for Liverpool. And yeah, defense. Well, Real had more tackles because obviously Liverpool were doing most of the pressing, but the interceptions, Liverpool had 12 interceptions, proven to be huge, and winning at most of the duels, aerial duels, dribbles, even with discipline. Just one yellow card for Liverpool, four for Real Madrid. If anything, Real Madrid could have gotten a couple more. By the way, there was a penalty appeal. So recently, the one who was it? In the league, there was a it wasn't Bournemouth. Um, they said it was on the line. Van Dijk touched the bottom of the guy's boot, and they gave a penalty, which wasn't a penalty in my opinion. This one with a handball um, against Real should have been a penalty, wasn't given. So you see, things very inconsistent where VAR is concerned. Yeah, so top performance, McAllister, Sobosai, um, Courtois, that man, huh, crazy. And Florian Wirtz, he actually created 5 chances. So if it wasn't for Courtois with his eight or so world class saves, the man could have probably gotten an assist or two, right? So people want to criticize him. Probably in the league he ain't doing as well as he needs to, but he did really well last night there. And yeah, keeping Mbappe quiet as well down the center. Uh, Van Dijk and Konate, those guys handle him really well, and obviously midfield helping out when they needed to. Um, Caricas, as I said, really good holding down Salah and Ruben Hudson in defense. He was a really standout player for Real Madrid. So what does this mean? Liverpool hopefully with confidence high now, knowing that they beat Real Madrid 1-0, should have been probably 5 or 6, as I said, if it wasn't for Courtois putting down best goalkeeper of the world performances. I hope that this goes into the Man City game and they do get the victory against Man City, which is much needed. And yeah, breathing down Arsenal neck and getting them worried. So all the haters who were expecting a further drop off and stuff like that, sorry, it ain't happening. Right? So yeah, hopefully things go well over the weekend. And I know Real will bounce back. Real basically tearing up La Liga. So I know they had the one blip against Atletico when they had a heavy loss, and since then, yeah, just ripping up. Does this show? I know a lot of people might be talking to. Does this show the quality of the Premier League compared to the Spanish league or other leagues? Knowing that the English teams doing so well in Europe, Liverpool was seeing so much trouble. Palace, all Manu, them kind of teams beating them and coming to beat probably one of the top, if not along with PSG, along with Bayern, teams in Europe right now. Well, the best ever team in Europe. So yeah, let us know your thoughts on this game. I was wrong. I predicted Real Madrid win. I admit I was wrong. So all the guys, yeah, I'm admitting. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Thank you guys for the support.